When its branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh. Right? That's how you know summer is coming in. When things start blooming again. And what, we're approaching summer, so everything's going to start blooming. Right? Okay? Same way with these prophecies. Okay? And putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, and you shall see all these things. What? The prophecies. Different tensions. Right? Know that it is there. Even at the doors. So if that is at your door, it's approaching, it's there. Right? It's in view. Okay? Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled. So these prophecies have to be fulfilled. Okay? And this generation will not pass until these things are fulfilled. And it's fulfilled through what? Prophecy. That's how these things are fulfilled. Right? Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled. Verse 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Right? This man's rulership is going to pass. But heaven and earth shall not pass away. That's of a surety. Right? Kingdoms is what? It's just translated. Right? This kingdom ain't going to pass away. Okay? It's like a Yahawashi's kingdom ain't going to pass. That's Satan. Yahawashi's kingdom ain't going to pass away. Right? And it says, and again, I'm not scoffing, but there was a 2000 prophecy. Okay? And there's nothing, I always say there's nothing wrong with having an expectation. But if you say, well, in the year 2000, this place is going to be destroyed, if you say that, right? See, there's one thing saying it might be destroyed, but if you say it's going to be destroyed and it don't happen, guess what? That makes you a false prophet. It makes you a false prophet. Scriptures tell you that in Jeremiah. If a prophet will prophesy something and it don't happen, that makes one a false prophet. Okay? And no, any man that read the scriptures, this is what the scripture says. Okay? But of the day and hour knoweth no man. So are you telling me that you never saw that scripture? Are you telling me you never read that scripture? The scripture says no man knows the day, no hour, even though we have the expectation. So nobody caught on to that scripture in the year before the year 2000. Nobody caught on to that scripture. Come on, men are being paid off. Right? A lot of our people are being paid off. Right? That's why I always say, Lord willing, if it be the Lord's will. Okay? But of the day and hour knoweth no man, so no man knows. No man knows the hour, nor the day. Right? But we do know he's making his return. That's one thing we do know. But we're not going to put a particular date on it. Right? So basically I'm not going to say a 2022, 2023. That's it. No, because if it doesn't happen, guess what that makes you? A false prophet. Fact. Right? No, not the angels, not even the angels know. So for a man to say that, it's crazy. Because not even the angels know when he's going to come back. And that's the angels. Right? Of heaven, but my Father only. Right? Only the Heavenly Father knows. He set that time. Right? Only. But as the days of Noah. So it gives us the indications, and that's all we need to know. It's the indications of the last days. That's all we need to know. Right? That he's coming. And that's enough for us. Right? No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And in the days of Noah, what were they doing? Given to mirth, fun, appetites, serving the flesh. Okay? But as in the days of Noah, before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. The same thing they're doing today. Until that day Noah entered into the ark, and then it was too late. Okay? Until that day Noah entered into the ark. And this is that spiritual ark. Right? This is spiritual ark, which we're telling you, enter into it. Right? And that spiritual ark is going to close soon. And knew not until the flood came. So it was too late. It says knew not until the flood came. Because Noah, he knew there was going to be a flood, but there wasn't a particular time. But he was warning them. And you can imagine what they were doing, probably laughing. You know, oh, look at Noah, he's wasting his time. Look at him, you know. Oh, you've probably said you've missed a few bits here and there, you've missed a few boats. They were scoffing, right? But what happened? They got drowned, right? And took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. It's going to be in the same similitude, right? That flood, but this time it's going to be by fire. That flood of fire is going to take them away. Okay? Then shall two be in the fields. One shall be taken and the other left. Right? And one's going to be taking them in chariots and the other's going to be left to destruction. Right? Two women shall be grinding at a mill. One shall be taken and the other left. Right? Watch therefore. That's why we were commanded to watch. Right? Be alert. For you know not what hour your Lord doth cometh. We don't know what hour. We don't know. But we do know he's coming. Therefore, what do? We watch. We stay vigilant. We measure the times diligently. Right? But notice that if the good man of the house has known and not watched the thief come, okay? So if you know when the thief is coming, what would you do? You prepare yourself. So that's what we're supposed to be doing, preparing ourselves for Yahawashi and his return. Okay? You tribes are supposed to be what? Preparing yourself for his return. Okay? It's lucky, it's a bit windy. Okay? That's what we're supposed to be doing. Preparing ourselves. Right? Making sure we're ready for the battle. Okay? Excuse me. Everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. Okay? He would have watched and not suffered. His heart to be broken up. Right? To be pillaged. Okay? Okay, because when the thief comes in, what does he do? Wreck everything. Pulls up everything. Right? Wherefore be also ready. So if you're ready, you're on guard. Right? But in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. That's why we stay watchful. Right? Because we don't know what time, nor what day. And we know he's going to come in a time and a day that we look if not for him. Right? And it says, Verse 45, who then is a faithful and wise servant. So that's what we're set up to be. Servants, but faithful servants. And guarding with what? Fidelity. Right? Whom his Lord made him ruler over his household. Right? So what rulers over a particular household? The household of his faith. Or what? The ministry. Okay? And it says, to give them meat in due season. And that meat is that reward that we're going to be given in due season. Right? If we endure. Okay? Verse 46. Blessed is that servant. Okay? Blessed is that servant. Okay? Whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. This is about doing. Okay? Putting into practice. And when it says come so doing, when Yahawashi returns, we're not going to be having these Bibles in our hands. So doing is what? Believing. That's part of that doing. Right? It says, verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. Okay? But if that evil servant, and you've got many evil servants, and the evil servant is a slothful servant. Right? A servant that don't really believe. Right? That's the evil servant. Okay? Shall say in his heart, my Lord, the day is coming. So you got men thinking like that. Why and how would you know that? Just by the way they move. Right? They don't really believe. Right? So you got men, they think Yahawashi is delaying his coming when he's not. Oh, he's on his way, alright. Right? Yahawashi is on his way. And shall begin to smite his fellow servants, treating them in a way you shouldn't be treating them. Right? And this happens. Why? Because men don't believe. So if you believe Yahawashi was coming back, there's a certain way you're going to be dealing with the servants as well. Okay? We're going to shut off soon. Yeah, we're going to shut off soon. Battery's running out. And shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunken. The Lord of that servant, which is Yahawashi, shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in the hour that he is not aware of, and cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion. With the hypocrites there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Why? Because you knew better. But your portion is going to be with the hypocrites. Okay, that's why we have to endure. So with this lesson, I'm going to shut off. And Lord willing to solidify, and all honors and praises belong to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Wahavakar Kodash. Shalom.